All right, so let's figure out what we want to do for fingers. I like everything else. I think it's coming together quite well. Although I might want to make this a bit bigger, but we'll leave it for now. Actually, we don't. Let's take a look on perspective. Oh, it is quite small. So I might have to make that bigger. But we'll see. We'll go back to orthographic. So, okay, so for these toes, I'm trying to think of how I actually want them to be shaped. And I'm trying to think of the easiest way to do it. I think I want them something like this. But I wonder if I can, excuse me, I wonder if I can, should I do flat subdivision and then radius start, constant density? If I turn this down, I feel like that's not what I'm looking for, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna have to do it a different way. Let's try this. I don't know if that's actually not bad. But I want to do it on this side. So something like this, I think. Should I mirror it? Let's actually make it, let's put it closer into position. I think I'm gonna be sold on these arms. What happened to, where'd you go, bro? Where'd you go? So let's put these a little more in a position. It's a bit hard because the gizmo, you have to be very careful because it tries to change the tube if you're close to it. All right, it's actually not bad. The size is, let's look at the drawing. They're a little big, so I'll make it smaller. So let's validate this. And I want to flatten both sides. But I want to use symmetry and I want to use local, I think. Let's do show planes. Oops. They're still too big. And why can't I see the planes? Local, world, local. Okay. So what I want to do is, on the drawing, the claws are, his claws are flat. So if I flatten there, and I flatten on this side, flatten on top. Okay, so this is more of what I'm looking for. Gotta be careful. I don't want it to get wonky. All right, that actually looks pretty good. Let me harden it. So I'm gonna voxel remesh it. I think 150 is fine. And I'm gonna smooth it. And this bottom, we have to work on this bottom. Oops. Flatten out this bottom a little bit. So now I want to pinch because I kind of want these to be make it like sort of like that. I wanted one going across, but I don't see that in the drawing, so I might be able to actually leave that. Okay, I think something like that will actually work well. Let me get rid of this plane. Yeah, I think that works. They're still a little bit big, and they're actually a little bit pudgy. So let's use pivot. Oh, why aren't you, wait a minute. Local, there we go. Pivot and local. So that way I can move the pivot point of this. Now I'll tap pivot again to get rid of it. So now I can make them smaller, and if I want to kind of nub them up a little bit, I can move them back like that. There we go. So maybe something like that. We'll bring it down. We'll bring it into the foot a little bit more. I also want to bring the back up some. I don't know why the back is so low. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now just the placement. I think we want it more like this. Maybe more into the ground. And then let's clone. So we have another one. Ooh, that clone did not work well. That's so strange. Why wouldn't it? Oh, I know why it didn't. So this thing, when I clone it, I gotta bring it up first. And then after that, let's go ahead and bake it. Wait a minute. After that, it should, there we go. Now it's gonna act like it's gonna honor the symmetry. Okay. And let's clone them again. I'll bring it up, then I'll bring it back down, and whoops. And hopefully we can make some nice thumbs. Let's look at the drawing. Let's fatten this little thumb up a little bit. Okay, so I think his fingers look okay. I don't know why, something about them is kind of bugging me. I'm not sure what it is. I think they just don't look clean enough. I might need to think of a way to do more cleaner toes. They're not bad, but part of me thinks it might have been better to just do, let's save what we have. It might have been better to just do these all toes. Where's the other, oh, here it is. It might have been better to just use a sphere. And just do one of these. Actually, let's do it this way. Maybe something like that, and then trim. I think this actually might be a little bit more baller. Oh, the front's a little weird. The front's a little awkward. Is that a better toe? It's huge. can't really tell. But part of me also feels like I'm totally making this more complicated than I need to. So I feel like let me look at the drawing again. They don't even get smaller. They're just like, they just need to be little nubs. Let's hide these. What is the easiest way to do that? I know it's getting I think a sphere is the easiest way. Oh, let's validate it. Let's look at it from the top. Let's solo it. Let's trim it. Whoop. I guess we can, you know what? No, I want to trim it the real way. So let's trim it. And then let's do it this way. And then let's stretch it a little bit and make it a little thinner. And call it a day. I think this is probably better. Let's remesh it. And do another once over. I think that's way better. And I feel like it was the most simple, the most simple option. Let's start with the thumb. Actually, you know what? Oh, did I already? Oh, I guess so let's make this thumb. Let's duplicate it and flip left to right. There we go. These we can put together. Simple merge as thumb. Okay, now we can clone up and back down. Then we should be able to turn on symmetry. Now we should be able to rotate these and make these other little stubby fingers. Okay, so let's clone up, down, so this can be his other little finger. All right, let's go back to the thumbs. Let's stub the thumbs up a little bit. They don't need to be stubbed up. I didn't like the way that looked. Okay, I like that. just like and you'll notice I spent a ton of time on these small details. Otherwise, they will just bug me and whoops. Otherwise, they'll just bug me if I don't fix these little details. Because I know that if I'm seeing something and it doesn't look right, it's never going to look right. And it just gets harder the more I work on it. It will just get harder unless I fix them, unless I fix whatever it is. I feel like I want to sort of bend this a little bit. It's pretty good. And these, maybe we want to okay, I sort of believe that. I want to bring these up a little bit more, I think. Maybe even bend them a little bit. And then bring them down a smidge. Maybe even tilt them down a smidge. Okay. All right. So let's take the thumbs and let's just clone them and move them out for the back toes. I feel like the back toes should be thicker for some unknown reason. Let's clone. We go up, down, and if there's a way to not, so I don't have to do that, let me know. But I feel like that's the only way to get it to kind of reset the symmetry that I figured out, at least. Okay, so these actually look pretty good. So I'm going to simple merge these. That way, hopefully we can... Good. That's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted to be able to turn them. Maybe something like that. All right, I'm pretty happy with that for now. So I think when we'll come back, we'll add some more details. We'll do we'll just add some more details to them. Maybe we'll do the little head thingies, the little flaps, and maybe start putting some of these shapes, voxel merging them together. All right, keep drawing, keep sculpting. I will see you all in the next video.